Has Huawei, the never car maker, started making cars? According to reports, Huawei has partnered with BYD to manufacture a high-end SUV named Interstellar, which will be released in August. The car will be launched in the first half of 2023 and is expected to be priced between 500,000 and 800,000 yuan. The model will use Huawei's MDC computing platform, equipped with dual LiDARs. As a veteran communications company, Huawei has great technical advantages and brand appeal in the fields of 5G autonomous driving software integration, while BYD, as a leader in China's new energy vehicles, has rich vehicle manufacturing technology and experience. What will the car that the two co-produce look like? Are you looking forward to this car? Huawei and BYD are leading companies in different fields. Why do they choose each other? What is their cooperation model? Does Huawei or BYD lead the project? Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Telling the truth is to spread current affairs, while the person is to analyze and think deeply about every topic, showing our feelings and wisdom. Please subscribe to our channel, which is the encouragement that we can create more videos. Okay, let's continue the topic we are talking about. Today's video will give you the answers of the above questions. The cooperation between BYD and Huawei is the most anticipated cooperation in China's intelligent networked electric vehicle industry. Of course, this kind of cooperation must be the product of the best technology from both parties. BYD, recognized by the industry as the leader of new energy vehicles, has the strongest technology accumulation in electric vehicles. Huawei, the strongest technology company in China, has deep accumulation in the underlying technology of intelligent networked electric vehicles with a R&D investment exceeds $1 billion last year. In terms of electrification capabilities, BYD is currently a car company that can rival Tesla in China, but the shortcoming of its intelligence level is too obvious. In terms of intelligence capabilities, Huawei is the only company in China that can rival Tesla, so the combination of BYD and Huawei will be the combination of China's most electrified car company and China's most intelligent technology company. BYD is an intelligent suite that integrates algorithms, computing power and communication infrastructure. In other words, BYD lacks intelligence. And Huawei can just make up for this shortcoming. The cooperation also makes the entire industry look forward to BYD's upcoming high-end brand. I believe that after the release of the first model in Q4 in 2022, in addition to fans, there will be R&D departments of major industry companies who will order the first time to research the car. Why do Huawei and BYD cooperate? In addition to the above reasons, for Huawei, it is also an important part of its industrial layout. We all know that Huawei has been sanctioned by the United States, and its mobile phone and communication businesses have been hindered. Therefore, Huawei has enriched its industries as much as possible to share risks. For example, Huawei previously invested in the field of power batteries. Huawei's cooperation with BYD represents its official entry into the automotive industry, which can further diversify risks and expand its own industry. Then you may be wondering why Huawei doesn't build its own car? In fact, the answer is very simple. On the one hand, Huawei itself lacks the experience of making cars. Although Huawei is a high-tech enterprise, when the automobile belongs to a relatively unfamiliar field for it, cooperation with BYD can just complement its production experience and technology. On the other hand, Huawei mainly focuses on the mobile communication business. If it builds cars independently, consumers may not be able to fully accept it. They may have this concern, the car made by Huawei just has a beautiful appearance, and the performance is not good. Therefore, Huawei's choice to cooperate with BYD must be the result of careful consideration. As stated at the beginning of the video, relevant personnel said that Huawei and BYD would build high-end automobile brands, named Interstellar. It is said that it's the first high-end off-road SUV equipped with wheel-side motor, which can complete the in-situ U-turn through the forward and reverse rotation of tires, and has high-performance motor and excellent acceleration ability. And another car is said to be more mysterious, which is even more worth looking forward to. BYD and Huawei are both first-class enterprises and leaders in their respective fields. Who is the dominant partner in the cooperation? There may be two cooperation modes. First, Huawei is a primary supplier. Second, the two sides are responsible for half and half to take charge of the intelligent system, the whole vehicle and the battery system respectively. Strictly speaking, Huawei has no deep accumulation in the automotive industry. If Huawei builds cars from scratch, it will face fierce market competition. Therefore, Ren Zhengfei said, not build car, for deep-seated reasons. The manufacturing cycle is too long, and the whole industrial chain is too large. If Huawei starts building cars, it will face strong domestic competitors. Huawei has accumulated too little to build cars. Starting from a primary supplier, it avoids direct competition in the entire industry and shortens the learning cycle of building cars. The value created by Huawei in the field of vehicle manufacturing has an obvious effect on sales. As mentioned above, the pricing of BYD's high-end brands has reached the price range of 800,000 to 1.5 million RMB. If the model only has the hardware of SUV, but no intelligent software, this price is not reasonable for one own brand. Huawei's intelligent label can support BYD's high-end brand. Take the cooperation between Huawei and Chongqing Jinkang New Energy Automobile Company, Limited as an example. Chongqing Jinkang New Energy Company, Limited has both production and sales qualifications. In the cooperation with Huawei, on the one hand, its share price rose, and on the other hand, its order volume increased due to Huawei's additional holdings. A sales staff member said that the recent increase in customer inquiries in the store sometimes leads to the sale of 50 cars a day. This shows Huawei's support for auto sales. Many people also speculate that BYD is a car production OEM for Huawei. The industry has long assumed that Huawei will eventually build its own cars, and Ren's no-build document is only valid for 3 years, which is increasingly running out of time. The cooperation is a cooperation between Huawei and the earliest and strongest electric vehicle company in China. In the cooperation, Huawei has the opportunity to learn how to build electric cars from the best teacher, and it even can make use of BYD's car production capacity to produce cars. BYD Electronic worked for Huawei mobile phones and other consumer electronics business. Finally, it is obvious that this is a win-win cooperation between the two sides. For BYD, it has a strong electrification capability, but lacks of intelligence. This is the biggest disadvantage of BYD's competition with Tesla and NIO. BYD needs suppliers like Huawei to provide strong support in the level of intelligence. It also needs Huawei's MDC and Hongmeng intelligent cockpit. At the same time, Huawei also needs to cooperate with auto companies such as BYD to understand how to build electric vehicles and make them well. There are so many news about the cooperation between Huawei and BYD in building cars. Do you expect them to build cars? What do you think about this car? Okay, that's all for today. Please put your comments below, and share your insightful ideas with other people. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.